Well, there's video.
Is it okay if we just do this just a little bit?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, Gavin, stand by. Here we come, and our mics are up.
Good morning and welcome to the Florida High School Athletic Association Class 3A State Girls Soccer Championships on the FHSAA Network. I'm Alex Margulies, joined alongside Teresa Patterson. Teresa, we've got the American Heritage Patriots and the Ponte Vedra Sharks. Should be a great one here today at Corbett Stadium on the campus of the University of South Florida. We are underway. You see American Heritage in black and gold. Ponte Vedra is in whites and light blue. It's Ponte Vedra with the possession going towards the Heritage goal. Teresa, any keys to the game here today for the Class 3A game?
Well, you know, one of the things I noticed from the beginning is both teams are playing the same system, Alex. They're playing a 4-3-3 with three up front, so I think you're going to see both the Patriots and the Sharks committed to attacking from the beginning. There'll be no team feeling each other out, so to speak.
Hard tackle down the far sideline there, and no call. They'll keep possession. Actually, they will stop it, and Ponte Vedra will kick.
Yeah, right from the beginning, you see the physical play that's made American Heritage so successful throughout the season with 30 wins.
Ponte Vedra 21-4-4. American Heritage 31-1. Patriots on possession. Cross midfield here. Down the sideline. Controlling it there is Melody Montegudo. She crossed it towards the middle. A chance here. Haley Stramanos with a shot on goal, and it's easily scooped up by the Sharks goalkeeper, Hannah Allerton. Allerton is a senior, and she will go to Jacksonville next year.
And right away, you see Haley Stramanos' presence. I know the Patriots missed her last year with an ACL injury. She wasn't able to play, but the year previously she was the Player of the Year for her county. So look for her to make an impact throughout this game.
Haley Stramanos, that was number 7 For the black and gold, the American Heritage Plantation Patriots. She's been a lethal goal scorer this year, 33 goals, 34 assists. And she'll be playing her college ball at Florida Atlantic University.
And I love the matchup between her and the Sharks #0, Erica Burt. Erica is the central defender for Ponte Vedra.
I got no sound from you right now.
The coach, Silverberg, he sees her as her quarterback for the defense. She's actually going to attend USF, the campus we're on right now. So I like to see that battle throughout the game.
Certainly a lot of talent on both sides of this matchup in the Class 3A State Girls Soccer Championships.
No sound from you, Keith.
It's a bit of a chilly, windy morning here in Tampa.
And the Sharks actually have the wind, so it'll be curious. I'll be curious to see how that impacts their ability to play people through more directly if they choose to do so.
Ball going back and forth. It's Plantation, American Heritage, fighting back and forth here. And really ball possession is always key in soccer. And that's something when we talk to Ponte Vedra coach Dave Silverberg before the game, ball possession is going to be crucial for his team in this game.
Yeah, they like to keep the ball on the ground, actually, and that's been their kind of trademark throughout the time that he's coached them. I saw them last year. They were very successful holding the ball and making the other team chase. They just have to be careful to avoid those square passes in the middle third that could result in counterattacks.
Heritage loses the possession there on a touch pass, and it'll go out of bounds on the far side of the field.
Now, this is a number I really want you to pay attention to. Kiana Clark. I had the chance to coach her with the Florida ODP team, and that was 2 years ago. I know SEC and ACC coaches were just drooling over her athletic ability. It's going to be hard to get behind her with speed. She'll be one of the fastest players we'll see today, Alex.
Physical play in the middle, and the Patriots able to come away with it.
Yeah,
streaking across midfield, that's Brianna Reth.
There's a little opening game jitters here. They're not connecting that final pass, and some of the touches are a bit off, but I bet it will improve as these first minutes of the game pass.
Early play here in the first half, just 4 minutes in to the Class 3A State Championship. The American Heritage Patriots led by Cindy Marcial in her first season. Teresa, we talked to her before. This is actually not even her first full season. She took over in the middle of the year.
You know, she did, but she's no stranger to championship games. As a college athlete at Lynn University, she's won some championships, and I think that experience is going to pay off here as she's on the sidelines, not on the field.
Patriots, a school with a lot of prowess in girls soccer, 6 state titles, including 2009 and 2010. You mentioned Stromanos being a big key to that a few years ago. They've got a chance down the side here. Stromanos has the ball, looking to create an opportunity, and Ponte Vedra breaks it up.
Yeah, Ponte Vedra, I'm really impressed with their defensive organization. Every time Stromanos gets the ball, there's always 2 people limiting her options. But here's a good ball in by Taylor Coley.
Here's a shot on goal, and a nice save by Hannah Allerton. That was a big strike from the far side, and Allerton was up to the challenge.
Yeah, early on, Allerton shows her strength coming off her line and cutting down the angle for the shooter. I think Heritage is going to have to do a better job of putting their attackers in the center of the field, so to speak, with a bigger angle to shoot if they want to be successful.
0-0, about 5.5 minutes into the Class 3A State Championship. We'll also have the 4A and 5A State Championship on the FHSAA network here today. Once again, I'm Alex Margulies, joined alongside Teresa Patterson. Teresa, the 2011 Tampa Tribune Women's Coach of the Year. She won the state 4A title last year with Steinbrenner, so she knows exactly what these games are all about, these state title games.
And, thanks for mentioning that. But both these coaches, actually, especially Coach Silverberg's been here before. He's a veteran to the state Final Fours with both Nice and this new high school, Ponte Vedra.
Led Silverberg to the title in 2009, the 4A championship, and 4 titles with Nice from 2002 to 2008. Sharks trying to keep possession of the ball. Kick it back into their own territory. There's Melanie Montegudo. She'll pass it off towards the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Well read by Nia Gomez, well read, and now they have a chance to counterattack. That's what I talked about. You have to be careful with those passes in the defensive third.
Gomez tries to center it, but it's booted away by the Sharks defense. That was Femke Lang getting rid of that one and out towards midfield.
Well, it looks like Coach Marcial has done a good scouting report, and she's having her outside mids pinch in, hoping for an off-pace pass that they can counterattack upon. So, well done by number 8 for the Patriots.
Sharks able to get possession here. There's Brooke Sharp going towards the middle. Trying to control possession here on the midfield. Gets it through, but nobody's there, and it'll be picked up by goalkeeper for American Heritage. That's Christina Garwacki. Garwacki taken over for the freshman Julia Klingsley, who has a staph infection. So it's Garwacki who has played about half as much as Klingsley. She'll get the chance to start here in the state championship.
Yeah, and Coach Marcial has a lot of confidence in her. She told me that Christina could play at any high school in the county as a starter. They're just fortunate to have 2 quality goalkeepers on their squad.
Nice job at the midfield there by the Patriots, getting it across. They've got numbers down the field. Going towards the corner. Keeping it in bounds, centering it for Stramanos, and it's just out of her reach.
Well, I continue to be impressed with the vision of Michaela Kopecki, American Heritage's center midfielder. She saw that ball, that seam available to her on the right side, and played it in early to her teammate for a dangerous situation.
Here's Martha Thomas. That one's taken away by the Sharks. Some aggressive play here, and it's Heritage that comes away with it. Montegudo centers it towards the middle. Kopecki can't get to it, and the Sharks once again trying to clear this one out of here. Montegudo with a nice move there. Trying to create some space.
Well defended by Ponte Vedra, but I like how Melanie Montegudo takes that opportunity to beat a player 1v1 when she has that time in space over there on the left side. I think should continue to be a problem for the Ponte Vedra defense. And Stramanos does a great job of earning a corner. We know corner kicks are going to be maybe a difference maker in these championships. Set pieces are so important. Oh, and they go for a short corner.
Montegudo over to Stramanos. A lot of defenders in the box for the Sharks, and Stramanos tries to get it in there, but it's taken away once again by Allerton.
There's that physical play the Patriots are known for. You see the challenge for the bouncing ball in the box, but Sharks goalkeeper Hannah Allerton handles it easily. You know, one thing I noticed throughout these championships, Alex, is that there's been a lot of short corner kicks. I think it might be adjustment for these teams since they're not used to playing on wide fields, kind of to feel out, you know, the situation.
10 minutes into the first half. Still no score here at the University of South Florida at Corbett Stadium, the site of all of the soccer championships this year. Last year's at the University of Tampa, shifts over here to USF. This is a beautiful facility, right smack dab on the campus of USF. So far, the early possession really has to go in favor of the Patriots, so they've really had a nice job controlling the ball and a lot of shots on goal already.
They have, but you know, Ponte Vedra's defense has shown that they're organized and they have senior leadership in the back, and it's going to be hard to complete that final pass against them.
Good defense there by the Patriots, clearing it out.
Again, Kiana Clark makes her presence known in the back. Such a good athlete, and that was well read by her.
Brooke Sharp tries to get it over to her teammate, but it gets cleared away.
Again, Clark. Very athletic.
Number 12, Kiana Clark, in the middle of that defensive pack on your screen there. She's the one who knocked it out. On the throw-in for the Sharks.
Last time I saw Kiana play, she had a knee brace on. She was recovering from an ACL, and it's nice to see she's made a full recovery.
Ashley Boyd on the throw-in.
Ready?
And it'll be the first goal kick for Garwacki.
Zoom in there. And 2, you're up.
And there the wind was a factor. That goal kick was held up, and it was easily won by Ponte Vedra. Garwacki's going to have to adjust to this strong wind going in her face.
Brooke Sharp centers it. Sharp's trying to get something going here. And play's going to be stopped.
Wow, that's, again, physical play by the Patriots. You don't want to see it in your defensive third, though. Let's see what the Ponte Vedra team has in store or set up. I know Silverman's great with his set pieces, so I look forward to this.
They scored all 3 of their goals last week against Eustis on set pieces. They've been outstanding this year.
Corner kicks, right? It looks like we're going to see a direct shot here.
2, can you get the...
This is Erica Burt. And it's deflected away. Sharks keeping possession. Burt tries it again. And a diving stop by Garwacki outside the goal.
You know, Burke hit that with power, but from that distance, you'd like to see her lift it. There's a bit too much traffic. Now, on a wet day, that might be a smart strategy to keep it low. But from that distance, you're really going to find a good angle or opportunity to score with the ball that low.
So the Sharks with their first chance, continuing to keep possession here on offense as they take it back away. Sharp gets it down the field.
That's a great overlap by Mackenzie Ryan. There was a little too much on the pass. And also Mackenzie Ryan, their right midfielder, she's committed to attend Rollins, a great Division II school in Orlando, Florida.
Montegudo sends it out towards the middle. Martha Thomas. Over to Kopecky. Back to Kopecky. Patriots trying to set something up here. Center towards the middle. Chance here. Headed. And it's cleared away.
Wow. Hannah Allerton took a very bad angle to that ball. I don't think that the line that she chose gave her a chance to win that cross before the Patriots forward.
Sharks are forced to kick that one out. We'll see another corner kick for the Patriots.
Yeah, we always tell our goalkeepers that they need to deal with the ball at the highest point. She chose a negative angle to come out and catch the ball, and it actually gave the Patriots a better chance at the ball.
It'll actually just be a throw-in here. Towards the middle. Back out for Montegudo. Crosses it. And it's centered in. First goal of the game. And the Patriots have the early 1-0 lead.
Wow, what a great setup by Melanie Montegudo. The way she attacked the end line, crossed that ball left-footed, angled it back to find her teammate, Alyssa Robinson. That was just storybook. It's scripted. It's well-coached. Fantastic goal. Might have been the best goal I've seen at the state tournament.
Alyssa Robinson, her 15th goal of the season. And with 25 minutes and 49 seconds into this one, it's the American Heritage Patriots with the early advantage.
And it's hard to believe, number 8, Melanie Montegudo, she's only a freshman. And to have that ability out there on the flank, that's pretty special.
That's one of the things that really the coaches talked about is just the depth of this American Heritage team. Just so much talent from top to bottom. I mean, there's no surprise that they're in this game.
Oh, wow. We almost had a ball use the win as a vehicle to get it, to counter, so to speak. Ponte Vedra being dangerous right away. You'll like that they respond so quickly with a chance. But yes, David Silverberg did acknowledge that American Heritage's greatest strength was their depth. They have kids from so many successful club programs. The Renegades, which have been state champions, Cooper City and Weston, all some of the best clubs in the state. So they also have 3 teams. They have a JV team and a freshman team. So their feeder program is amazing.
One thing we haven't had a chance yet to really talk about is some of the club teams, and really both of these teams benefit from good club teams, with Ponte Vedra being in the Jacksonville area and American Heritage in South Florida over on the East Coast. I mean, both of these teams, like you said, great feeder systems.
Yeah, as a high school coach, I considered myself a manager because these players, they develop their skill and tactical awareness through their clubs. They start playing when they're 4, and you're as good as your feeder systems. And First Coast in Jacksonville does a great job of developing players. And I know Coach Silverberg enjoys having that talent base available to him.
Can you hear me now? You're talking with, all right, no more talking.
American Heritage Plantation, the Patriots leading 1-0. Just a couple ticks more than 24 minutes left in the first half of play. Remember, in high school, 2 40-minute halves.
Yeah, at college level and internationally it's 45, but in high school we play 40.
Oh, physicality on the far side there. Chance for the Sharks. Brooke Sharp is tripped up in the box, and they're going to let that one go.
Yeah, the ref's letting them play on. It's two physical teams. I only expect the battles to get more intense.
American Heritage nearly able to get a counter there. Nice defense, though, by the Sharks to keep that from happening. Sharks are really pushing now.
Boy, if the Sharks want to play possession against the Patriots, they're going to have to pick up the pace of their passes. You saw how slow that was to materialize, and they almost were picked off again for a counterattack.
Brooke Sharp with a chance, and she fires a little bit high of the goal.
Yeah, she was unbalanced. The Patriots did a good job defending her, making her take a shot off balance. But she has a quick release. That could be dangerous as the game progresses.
Christina Garwacki again, the sophomore, in goal here today.
The most dangerous player on the field so far has gone off. Now you see the depth and confidence Coach Marcial has with Montagudo leaving the field. And they've moved, actually, Haley Stromanos to this left forward side instead of that central target player that she started the game as.
Sharks goalie Allerton sends it out back towards midfield. Sharks trying to create something here. Katie Crolius lose it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a good idea by Brooke to get her teammate free over there on the left side. I would like to have seen her turn and make her defender turn their back to the play and maybe play that with her right foot, but great idea.
A lot of defenders down for American Heritage right now. And once again, it'll be Garwacki kicking.
Alex, I don't know about you, but are you impressed? I'm impressed with the fan support. These teams have driven from, 5 hours away. And to see the stands full, it says a lot about how important soccer is to each of these schools.
A lot of passionate fans. I mean, some of them came up to us before and just expressing their excitement for getting this one underway. And certainly two teams with some good history. I mean, two teams that have won the state title before, and they want the taste of victory again.
Yes, they do. They want those rings, don't they? It's all about the ring in high school. So
it's all about the rings at any level.
It is.
It's nothing better than the championship.
Yeah. In club, they don't get rings, oddly enough. So
there's the one downside to clubs.
The one.
Get to play for the ring in high school and all the camaraderie that goes along with it, the school spirit. I mean, there's a lot of things about the high school game that it's very exciting for these girls to take part in.
Yeah, you ask them during the season if they like the yellow bus, they're going to say no, but afterwards they miss the songs they sing and the bonding that goes on those yellow school buses for sure.
About halfway through the first half of play, American Heritage with a 1-0 advantage. Goal by Alyssa Robinson. Put the Patriots ahead. Sharks on the defensive end. Patriots in black and gold driving towards the net. They'll try to center it, and the Sharks will take it away.
Yeah, Gomez had the right idea to switch play when her team won the ball on the right side. She just took too many touches to get that done. If she could reduce those touches to maybe 1 or 2 to help switch the point of attack, Heritage is going to do a great job of maintaining possession.
And as customarily goes here in girls soccer and the high school level, we'll have a quick water break at the midpoints of the first half of play. Once again, it's 1-0. The American Heritage Patriots on top of the Ponte Vedra Sharks. We'll take a quick break here on the FHSAA network.
Well, Alex, I guarantee one thing. This game will not remain 1-0. We have 2 potent attacks here, and they may not need hydration with this weather, but according to FHSAA regulations, they have to take that break.
Well, it's surprising, this time of year, it's usually a little warmer in the state of Florida. It's a little bit of a chilly afternoon here today, and the wind has really been whipping around all morning, so certainly it's a factor for some people in the state. You see a lot of jackets here in the Tampa area, maybe not used to seeing that here.
They're going to sell a lot of sweatshirts, don't you think?
Yeah. We were talking about maybe in between games you and I might be purchasing sweatshirts as well.
Right. Well, let me tell you one thing that goes on in these breaks besides them drinking. There's a little coaching, and in college they use the TV timeouts for that. Here it's a hydration break. So it'll be interesting to see if Silverberg makes any adjustments now that he's seen what Heritage has to put on the field.
19 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock in the first half. Patriots 1 and the Sharks nothing. Here at Corbett Stadium on the campus of the University of South Florida. It'll be a Patriots throw-in on the far side of the field.
Wow, that's a long throw by Jasmine Watson. Look for that to be a factor, maybe when they get in the attacking third. I wonder if Coach Marcial will use her. It's sort of like a corner kick when they get down.
Sharks take possession near the midfield. Brooke Sharp trying to keep it their possession, but they lose it towards Plantation. Kiana Clark. Touch passes there. Sharks able to win the midfield battle this time.
Yeah, their physical presence there allowed them to knock Nina Gomez off the ball. I think that's really how they might have a chance to best the talented midfielder for the Patriots.
Germanos dumps it back over to Curran. Now Taylor Coley. Jasmine Watson.
Are we on about 8 consecutive passes here? I think Coach Marcial's game plan to possess the ball is certainly being executed and paying off.
Coley tried to center it, but it was knocked away by the Sharks, and now Sharp will kick it the other way. Counterattack.
And that's just off. If Ponte Vedra releases that ball a little quicker, I think that therefore would have been on sides. Just one touch. The midfielder held it just one touch too many, and that timing wasn't right.
A little too excited there. They had a chance, actually. They had a little bit of an opening.
Right. Yeah, the forward should have, I guess that is Brooke Sharp. If she could have just held her run or ran a little more flat, she could have stayed on side.
Jostling there in midfield.
Brooke goes into that battle with 2 defenders and comes out with a foul in her favor. Wow, we definitely know why she's a leader for these Sharks.
This is Erica Burt for the Sharks. Nice kick towards the center of the field. And they'll let that one roll all the way out of bounds.
Well, Erica Burt, she's going to be their set piece specialist from distance. You saw she had the ability to serve the ball. Gosh, that must have been like, with the wind aided, almost 60 yards. She took her first direct kick, and I believe it was low. Let's see how she adjusts here. Now you see Christina Garwacki setting up the wall. She's on her near post. She has to quickly get positioned to make sure that she isn't cut off her line. But Erica Burt is in no hurry to serve the ball.
Nice try there, just sails high of the net though. And you can see the exasperation from Burt losing the opportunity.
Yeah, with the wind in your favor, you got to take a little bit, got to put a little bend on the ball, drive it, coming over the top of it a little bit more to really have a chance at that distance. But it was a good correction from the last one where she drove it real low.
Well, Wacky sends it towards the far side of the field, and it's taken away by the Sharks.
This could be trouble. This could be trouble if Keandra reads it well.
Jostling here at midfield. Nice job there on the far side by Katie Crolius. Still fighting for it. And it's cleared away.
It's getting physical out there, Alex.
That's the one thing you'll note here in the state of Florida. Very physical soccer with these girls.
Well, Florida's known for good athletes in all sports, so it's only fitting that we see them on the soccer field.
Heritage trying to fight through. And it's cleared away back towards the Patriots side. Here's Haley Stramanos.
Now, Janella Johnson, right there for Heritage, is playing target. She's actually committed to attend Citadel. But it looks like Coach Silverberg had that game plan where they like to play the feet of the center forward, and their defense was prepared.
Katie Crolius got it out to Bailey Dutsikas, and then she was taken down again. They're letting these girls play. More physicality.
I love it. I love it. I think it's more true to the game. Whistles can sometimes stop the flow of the game. So I think if you ask either coach out here, they would prefer the officials to let them play, unless it's one of those hellacious fouls.
Just about 15 minutes left in this first half of play. An early goal by Alyssa Robinson around the 15-minute mark gave the Patriots a 1-0 advantage.
You know, I didn't like the fact that Tara Coley tried to turn under pressure there. When you're in your defensive third of the field, you need to play simply. And you see her team did not maintain possession because she chose to turn when she received that ball from her right back.
Haley Stramanos stops. Nice move there. Towards the middle.
Great ball by
chance here. Shot on goal, and it's knocked away by Allerton.
Great one-touch pass for Kopecky to set up her teammate there. Great vision. You know, Alex, there's a couple of types of speed in soccer. There's all-out physical speed, and then there's technical speed and tactical speed. Tactical speed is knowing where to be, making runs early off the ball. And then the technical speed is like your skill. I really think that the area that Haley Stramanos excels in is that technical speed. You saw her slow down, unbalance a defender with her skill, and that's how she got behind. She's really a talented young lady.
Headed out of bounds there by Melissa Coran. Throw in coming up by Femke Lang.
Good job, White! Good job, Amy! Good job, Katie!
Couple substitutions here. Going off the field for American Heritage. There's Kopecky. She's heading off. Couple players for both sides. Switching out.
That's a whole lot of space that Heritage gave to the Sharks. Let's see what they do with it.
Brooke Sharp, who just checked back in. Unable to beat the defender, Kiana Clark there. Clark gets it out of bounds.
That's the matchup I want to watch all game. Sharp versus Clark. Sharp has the savvy, so to speak, being a bit older. But I think we'll continue to see those two going up against each other as the game progresses.
Another throw in for Femke Lang there. Sharp back to Lang. Tries to center it, and it's knocked away. That was Haley Stramanos. Gave up her body there.
That's a well-coached team. Femke Lang throws the ball down so it's easy control for her teammate, and they played for a corner. They know what their strength is. And here we see their first corner kick of the game, and that's good coaching by Coach Silverberg.
All three of their goals last week in the semifinal came on corner kicks. Bailey Dutsikas sends it towards the nets.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Knocked away. And the Sharks with another chance, and it's batted out.
Oh, this still could be dangerous. Oh.
And a high strike there On the third opportunity, the Sharks certainly gave it their all there. Nice job defensively, though, and especially a good job by the goalkeeper, Christina Garwacki.
Well, you are starting to see the area of the game where the Sharks have their advantage, the height advantage over American Heritage. So if I'm Coach Silverberg, I'm going to continue to preach the 3 C's, and that's play for crosses and corners since they have the height advantage, but be organized so that this fast American Heritage team does not counterattack.
Sharks still pushing in, and again, Clark has to get rid of it. It was interesting to hear in the papers during the week that Cindy Marcial, coach for American Heritage, was pretty confident with her girls. She really wasn't concerned so much with the corner kicks from Ponte Vedra.
Yeah, she felt like they were going to be organized and that they had the height to deal with them. I see now in Kiana Clark why she says that, and I think collectively they can handle it, but it is a strength for the Sharks, so we'll see how that plays out.
Sharp goes wide of the net there, and she was even confident enough to say that she'd be very surprised to see the Sharks get a goal on a header or some sort of corner in this game.
Well, I think Coach Silverberg would disagree with that prediction. But if you're organized in the back like Heritage has been, you won't be split with that final pass between your defenders, and they can't get behind, and they can't earn a corner or produce a corner kick. So as we've seen as the game progressed, the back four for American Heritage is very athletic and very disciplined. You're not seeing a lot of balls going between the center back and the outside back. That creates a crossing situation.
Inside the final 10 minutes of the first half of play in this Class 3A State Girls Soccer Championship. American Heritage leading 1-0 on an early goal by Alyssa Robinson, the junior, her 15th of the season. Sharks will take over possession here near midfield.
One thing that you're not seeing on the TV screen very well, but I can see from the booth, is that with both teams playing a 4-3-3, the game is being really compressed to the near side of the field. What I mean is that all 3 central midfielders for each team are coming towards the ball, and the team that will be the most successful will stretch out some way, find a way to have their shape be more balanced to the weak side, so to speak. If you look, there's like an imaginary line between the penalty kick spot, and all the players are on the near side of the field.
Very physical there. Haley Stromano shoving Brooke Sharp to the ground. Getting very chippy now. Another opportunity here for the Sharks.
Now this could be dangerous because Burt has the ability to serve a ball in a dangerous position in the box and take advantage of the Sharks' height. That's a great ball.
Towards the net. And it goes over her head. Wow, what a goal by Erica Burtz.
Wow, that is impressive. I know the USF coach, Denise Schulte-Brown, is here and loves to see Erica Burt have that ability. She took advantage of the wind, caught the goalkeeper for American Heritage off her line, and wow, that's one for the record book, so to speak.
An equalizer by Erica Burt at the 8-minute mark.
Sometimes physical play can be your worst enemy, and we saw that there. They had the Patriots had to pay the price, for being maybe a little overly aggressive there in the middle third.
So that shove by Haley Stromanos gave Burt the opportunity with the wind here today. What a great shot that was.
And look who's back on the field for the Patriots, whom I think has been the most dangerous player in space, Melanie Montegudo. Coach Marcial made the sub. I don't know if she was up at the center line before the goal, but the game changed when she left. I think that they had their most success getting behind the Ponte Vedra defense with her on the field. She does a good job keeping the weak side shape wide.
Montegudo's number 8. She's in the center of the field right now near the goal. Heritage trying to come right back. A lot of numbers. Jasmine Watson towards the center. There she is, Melanie Montegudo. And it's kicked out of bounds by the Sharks. That was Mackenzie Ryan. Melissa Coran on the throw-in. And it's batted back out by Femke Lang.
Now, there's a big difference in coaching styles here. Coach Marcial doesn't have too many priorities in her throw-ins. They don't leave open space and have plays set. However, when we saw Silverberg's team, Ponte Vedra, and their attacking third, they obviously had set pieces set up for throw-ins. Not many coaches do that. I'm very impressed with Silverberg and the discipline he has with those set pieces.
Sharks able to clear it out of the box. Plantation, though, still pushing.
Here we go,
There's Montegudo.
Yeah!
Nice footwork. 2 defenders.
Yeah, go get it!
She showed her skill there with the ability to beat the defenders. Just a little bit off on that cross, though. Now Heritage is switching the field. You see how dangerous that is. It opens up the game. That was better play by them. I know their coach would be happier with that.
Center towards the middle. Chance here. And they're going to say she was offsides. Very close there.
Tough to see. You know, it looked like when the ball was served that she might have been on, but the officials have the best viewpoint, so we'll have to go with that.
For some of our viewers who may not be as adept to the soccer rules, could you explain exactly what an offside is in soccer?
Yes, when the ball's served, the attacking player has to be even with at least 2 defenders. So 2 defenders have to be between her and the end line. Usually one of those defenders is a goalkeeper. And so that's just when the ball's served. But after the ball's served, she can get behind. And an interesting thing to note is that in Florida, we have 3 official system. I guess it's called a dual whistle system. But all 3 officials have the ability to call offsides and fouls with whistles, whereas on most levels, they just have flags. The assistant officials only have flags, and they can only call offsides.
Keep battling, Brooke!
Janelle Johnson fighting through several defenders, and finally the Sharks able to get possession.
See, you're seeing how organized the Sharks defense is. If you take too many touches and don't and stay in the same area of the field, they're going to collapse upon you. So it was a good turn by Janelle, but she needs to release the ball once she beats her first defender, and she'll find more success.
Jasmine Watson down the far side of the field. Centers to Martha Thomas. Here's Thomas again. Cross towards the middle, and the head goes just high of the nets.
Wow. Martha Thomas, usually you find her in the central part of the field being kind of the quarterback and the distributor, but that time she overlaps to the right side and just serves a real dangerous ball in.
The senior Janelle Johnson had the opportunity. She's the one that's going to the Citadel. Talked a bit about her earlier in the broadcast.
I'd like to see what distance we're going to see Bert's goal kick. she's taking advantage of the wind.
Gets it out near midfield.
And her team wins it.
Brooke Sharp had it, and it's cleared away. American Heritage will take the possession. Alyssa Curran on the throw-in. Janelle Johnson trying to create some space.
You know, she's always turning to the sideline, and, you know, the sideline acts as another defender. I'd like to see her step over and maybe turn centrally where she has some more space. But she's a physical presence out there. I know why they want to play her feet.
It is worth noting that the Patriots are without Haley Stramanos, their top goal scorer. She left after that push that gave the Sharks the opportunity to get the equalizing goal.
Do you think she's injured? I don't see her on the I don't see her on the bench warming up. So.
So when Montegudo came in, Stramanos went out.
That's
Patriots
a good switching ball.
Got their entire team on the offensive half. Trying to keep possession here. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Kiana Clark on the offensive end, getting it in. Janelle Johnson.
That's a good
to fight
turn.
her way in. Montegudo. Centers. head, and it's right into the hands of Hannah Allerton.
Again, Montegudo finds the teammate's head. It's just so accurate and deadly on that left side.
Big high pop-up kick there from Allerton. Deep into American Heritage territory. Patriots again able to keep possession. They're really pushing it right now. Coley on the outside towards Martha Thomas. Another shot here towards the middle, and it's cleared.
Well done by that Ponte Vedra defender.
Sticking with it here is Johnson. Sharks having a hard time getting rid of it. Montegudo really fighting down there and shoved out of bounds.
Wow, Ponte Vedra is certainly defending with numbers. You know, I've been coaching for a while, and the one thing I realize is you don't have to have possession or the majority of possession in the game to win. And defensively, they're so organized. If they continue, who knows? They could keep it close and take advantage of their set pieces. So I'm impressed with their defensive organization.
Once again, here's Erica Burtz. Another good kick. Inside a minute left to play, 45 seconds. There will be some added stoppage time. Taylor Corey in the midfield. Jasmine Watson towards the outside. Now,
that's a dangerous ball Jasmine plays. I love outside backs that attack, and with her ability to serve a ball, she shows that she can certainly be a threat to the Ponte Vedra Sharks from outside.
Booming kick again by Allerton. Final 10 seconds.
Again, we see her attacking, Watson attacking from that right side.
That's the end of the first half of play here at Corbett Stadium on the campus of the University of South Florida. We've had a good one so far. The American Heritage Patriots won and the Ponte Vedra Sharks won. Second half is coming up next on the FHSAA Network. Start of the second half here in the Class 3A state final between the American Heritage Patriots and the Ponte Vedra Sharks. 1-1 is your score. I'm Alex Margulies, joined alongside Teresa Patterson. American Heritage in black and golds. Driving down the field right now on offense. On the defensive end in white and teal, that's the Ponte Vedra Sharks.
That was a great save by Allerton to box the ball away. She boxed it high and wide, is what you teach goalkeepers. But right away you see American Heritage taking advantage of the wind this half and attacking that right side of the field.
American Heritage had their first goal around the 25-minute mark. Alyssa Robinson on a header. And then with 8 minutes left in the first half, it was Ponte Vedra getting in on the action. Erica Burt with a set-piece goal. Big booming kick near midfield. Here's the Sharks on offense on the far side of the field.
And here's their specialty. They played for a corner again. Amy Dorson's well coached by Coach Silverberg. When you're in the corner, get something out of it, either a cross off or a deflection from the defender. But they are playing for crosses and corners. That's their strength.
Bailey Dotzikis, a sophomore with 8 goals and 17 assists this year. She has been the specialist on these corners. Kick is in there. Sharks with a shot, and it's batted away.
Yeah, Emily Burt almost had her second goal of the game, this time in live play. Yeah, but again, I'm so sorry. American Heritage's defense stands strong.
Kiana Clark, who is in the goal next to Christina Garwacki, saving that one and preventing Ponte Vedra from taking a 2-1 advantage.
Well, I want to mention something. There is a goalkeeper change. The one change at halftime, American Heritage has Julia Kingsley, who did not start the game, in goal. Maybe they saw something with the set piece that went in over Christina Garwacki's head, and they thought they should make a switch.
Another set piece opportunity for the Sharks. Batted out. Still a chance for the Sharks. And Heritage able to clear it.
That's a good save by Julia Kingsley. She came off her line and dealt with that. It was about 6 yards off her line and boxed it away.
Sharks with the shot here. Brooke Sharp.
Great save by Kingsley. Way to come out and cut down the angle. Well done by her.
So far here in this second half, Ponte Vedra, a couple big opportunities, and the freshman Julia Kingsley up to the challenge. She was the starter for the majority of the season, and she was pulled before this game because there was a staph infection that she had. Apparently she's been cleared to play, and she's the one who's been in the net for the majority of the season with 117 saves coming in, and she's already made her presence felt.
Well, it looks like it was a good decision by Coach Marcial. Just there in that series, within 1 minute, she's come up big. And if you're playing against Ponte Vedra, you must have a goalkeeper that's confident off their line and good in the air, since they excel in crossing situations. So I can see why they're excited to put her back in net.
Here's Erica Burt for Ponte Vedra.
I thought that was a good battle. That's why the officials get paid the big bucks, though. And here we see another dangerous set piece with Burke behind it. And, you know, she still has distance with the wind against her.
This was about the distance that Burt was able to score her goal with 8 minutes left in the first half to equalize this game. The win this time a big factor as it pushes it away from most of her offensive attackers.
And handled cleanly by Kingsley. Again, she's doing a good job of coming off her line and great angles.
Big moment for a freshman playing in the state final here, Class 3A. American Heritage going for their 3rd state title in 4 years. They won in 2009 and 2010. While Ponte Vedra, they won in 2009 as part of Class 4A. There was some reshuffling of the classifications this past season in the FHSAA, pitting these two teams up against each other.
It's fun. It's created new rivalries. And we saw a lot of North versus South games yesterday, and it continues on today. So with 1A and 2A, we have the North with 1 win and the South with 1. So this will be kind of the tiebreaker with this Jacksonville team playing against a South Florida opponent.
American Heritage on offense here.
Now, Alyssa Robinson, I know her also from the state system. She's number 15 for American Heritage, and she has some wheels, tons and tons of speed. If they can free her into space, she's going to be a huge threat.
Alyssa Robinson on the throw-in. She had the first goal of the game back about 25 minutes in the first half of play. Haley Stromanos trying to center it, and it's batted away. It is worth noting this is American Heritage Plantation as opposed to American Heritage Del Rey, who won the Class 2A championship yesterday.
Yeah, it's an impressive school system, isn't it? And Del Rey added to their trophy case, and I'm sure Plantation would like to do the same thing here today.
Good corner by Stromanos, but it's cleared by the Sharks. Heritage really pushing towards the goal here. Boy, that wind has really been a huge factor here today. It has been a very gusty day here in Tampa at the University of South Florida, Corbett Stadium. Sharks on the counterattack here.
They had numbers on that side, just not clean technically. The ball got away from them, and Kiana Clark was able to win it.
Far side of the field, Amy Dorson. And that one will get sent back.
I guess the officials had a conference and they decided they're going to blow the whistle a little more frequently, not let the game get out of hand physically. We've already seen more fouls in the first couple minutes than we did the whole entire, half of the first half at least.
Oh yeah, that's definitely worth noting. I mean, it was very physical in the first half. They let a lot get away with in the first half of play.
They did. They definitely let play get a bit more physical than we saw out here yesterday.
Here's Martha Thomas. Now Melanie Montegudo.
You hear the Plantation fans saying "Olé, olé" for every consecutive pass.
Haley Stromanos keeps it alive. Sharks having a hard time clearing it. Shot on goal, and it's batted away, and the Sharks able to get it out of the penalty box.
Martha Thomas almost had one squeak in there between the defenders. That's a good quick release, and they're still dangerous here. Looks like it'll be a corner.
Both teams very aggressive offensively to start the second half. A lot of chances already for both sides.
Oh, as a broadcaster for a soccer game, I couldn't be more happy to watch two teams with 3 forwards. You know it's going to be back and forth action, and that's what this game has been.
Here's Haley Stromanos.
Another dangerous set piece.
Montegudo sends it back to Stromanos into the box now. Sharks trying to clear. Temporarily they do.
And here comes Alyssa. She's great in crossing situations. It'll be a throw-in.
Ashley Boyd there in the defense, knocking it out of bounds.
Boy, Erica Burt is such a presence. Every time I feel like Heritage is going to get a clean shot, there's Burke deflecting it. She just reads play so well. It looks like this is going to be a free kick.
Stromanos was tripped up there by Ashley Boyd.
It's interesting that Ponte Vedra is going to commit 2 defenders. They must respect Plantation's ability to bend the ball in, but usually defend this just like a corner kick.
Stromanos.
See?
Near the net, and it's batted out of dangerous territory. What good defense there by the Sharks.
Well, you know, what's interesting is I, as a coach, would have had someone on my near post and 1 defender at the ball for the reason that it's pretty easy to bend from that distance. Coach Silverberg must really trust his goalkeeper's ability to cover that near post because he didn't commit a defender there. I wonder if they'll adjust if they're in a similar situation.
Sharks able to clear it out into Patriots territory. Here's Kiana Clark. And it's headed out of bounds there by Ashley Boyd.
You know, earlier I was talking about the Plantation fans. They say "Olé" for every consecutive pass that Plantation connects, and that's really indicative of South American style.
Michaela Kopecki knocked down but gets back up to her feet. Haley Stramanos was knocked down. There was no whistle, and she's having a hard time getting up.
I think the official saw an advantage for the Plantation Patriots and let play continue. See, Ponte Vedra is having a hard time connecting from their forwards to their midfielders. They get the ball to a forward, and I just feel like their team is so stretched out, it makes it difficult for them to connect and keep possession.
Stramanos, who has been especially physical here today, again getting whistled there. If you remember earlier in the first half, it was a push of hers that gave Erica Burt the opportunity to get the equalizing goal with 8 minutes left in the first half.
Sometimes your biggest strength can be your biggest weakness, and she's a physical player, and you know, it's okay as a forward to go in on those tackles. That part of the field's not that dangerous, but
booming kick by Burt. 5 attackers for the Sharks right now. Here's Montegudo going the other way. They're at the disadvantage. American Heritage only 3 attackers with 5 defenders. And the Sharks will just clear that one out at midfield. Brianna Roth. Kiana Clark gives it back to one of her midfielders.
And the ref saying play on again. This is dangerous for Martha.
Martha Thomas tried to center. Sharks really fighting for their lives right now to keep the Patriots out of the net. Brooke Sharp across midfield. A nice
kick. That's a dangerous ball.
Mackenzie Ryan tripped up near the penalty box.
You hear the fans. They're responding to this whistle because everybody knows how important these set pieces are for this game.
A lot of fans clamoring for a card there. Instead, they'll just give the set piece to Bailey Dotsikas.
And this is Ponte Vedra especially.
Kick goes long. And Heritage able to get it out.
While Coach Silverberg made a change there, instead of Burke serving the ball in, she was the target for the set piece. Dangerous player on the attacking side of the field and the defensive side of the field.
Freshman Julia Klingsley boots it into Sharks territory. Femke Lang gets it across, but it's stolen away by Heritage. We'll let the girls continue to play after some more physicality. Brianna Roth. Now Martha Thomas. Here's Alyssa Robinson.
What a great job by Robinson creating the lane for her teammate to overlap within.
Thomas tries to center it. And it's into the hands of the goalkeeper, Hannah Allerton. The wind may have played a factor. That was actually a pretty nice kick, but with the wind blowing so heavily out in that direction, it really pushed it right into Allerton's hands.
It did. You know, I think it held the ball up a little bit. She's pretty lucky that she caught the ball pretty low. We want our goalkeepers to catch it at its highest point, and she's pretty fortunate that the forward was not able to connect before she got her hands on it. But that's Stramanos. She had a bit of a fall. I think she ran into the back sides.
Boy, she's been pushing and shoving, and she's also had her fair share of licks here today. She's had a hard time getting up earlier in the second half.
Well, physical courage isn't something you can teach, and she certainly has a ton of it. So that's part of what makes her a special player.
Well, and Stramanos, a big reason why American Heritage did not get their 3rd straight title last year. She was the 2010 Sun Sentinel Player of the Year. She was out with an ACL injury last year, really hampered this American Heritage club, and they really feel confident with her back to maybe get that 3rd title in 4 years with her on the team.
Yeah, it was. It feels like a FHSAA final with American Heritage Plantation back. Last year they were missing, but it wasn't just because of Stramanos. I think that they had a number of injuries that, you know, impacted them.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They actually had 10 other players along with Stramanos that went down. So she will go off for now. We'll see if she returns. It is a 1-1 score in the second half of play with 26 minutes left in the Class 3A State Girls Soccer Championship.
And Emily Burke shifts the ball to the center of the field. It's a choice of where you can put it from the middle of your goal to the near side of that 6-yard box, and she chooses the middle.
Sharks trying to push ahead here. Look how fast Kiana Clark is.
Not many people outrun Kiana, that's for sure.
Something we were talking about at halftime is just the athleticism of Clark. You thought she could be a track star if she decided not to play soccer.
She really could. I have never seen someone outrun Kiana to a ball. And you know, you can beat any defender with combination play, but one-on-one, just straight out running for a through ball, I like her odds.
Here's Melanie Montegudo, very talented player for this American Heritage Club. Janelle Johnson, she's been very active on the offensive end today.
As is Tara Cooley. She's doing a really good job as that holding center midfielder for American Heritage. It seems she's very disciplined in her shape, and when her team needs an outlet or a negative pass, she's available and plays simply. I can see why their coach puts her in that position. Oh, this is a good situation here for Heritage.
Brianna Roth towards the middle. Still going. Janelle Johnson with a shot.
Oh, that's dangerous.
And it's deflected, and a great save by Hannah Allerton. Outstanding job to keep this a 1-1 score.
Yeah, she was reacting to her right. The shot was hit to the far post, and a defender deflected it. That shows her athleticism and quickness. I know Coach Brian Copham is excited to add Allerton to his squad at Jacksonville.
Heritage really applying the pressure now. Another chance. Montegudo trying to get space. Can she get it back towards the net?
I love that she stayed in the box there. I love that. That shows a tactical savvy that you don't see in many freshmen. See, if she stays in the box, if she gets fouled, that's a PK. That's great discipline by number 8 for the Patriots.
Patriots really making a push here with 24 minutes left. Streaking now. Brianna Roth, and she is dismantled. Hannah Parado.
You know, one change I have seen with these Patriots, I think that Cindy Marcial, I think that she kind of gave the go-ahead for the outside backs to attack, because now you're seeing Brianna Ref, like with the carte blanche, attacking that right side. So it really creates a difficult situation for Ponte Vedra, because the Patriots become numbers up on that side of the field.
Here's Taylor Coley, the sophomore, on the set piece. Strong kick towards the nets, and another good save by Allerton. A strong effort there by Montegudo. Just ran out of space.
You know, I tell you what, Allerton's living on the edge. She's waiting for the ball to come to her. That's the second time I felt that she could have attacked the ball and caught it at a higher point. And with this athletic American Heritage team, you have to really attack these flighted balls in the box. I predict that might be how Heritage wins the game if they do.
Here's Kiana Clark again. Sharks able to intercept. Jostling at midfield, and the Patriots get it back.
That's a good ball.
Great ball to Montegudo with an opportunity. And not much there, just a soft attempt right into the hands of Allerton.
And look who was defending that play. Miss Burke, the future USF Bull. Wow, she's been impressive today.
Great pass, though.
Yeah, number 10 hit that pass, Kopecky. She has tremendous vision. Now they're switching the field. See, now you're seeing Heritage being more disciplined and keeping their shape on both sides of the field and just increasing their speed of play.
Johnson gets it outside. Here's Robinson.
Nice ball.
Centers towards the middle, and an opportunity for Montegudo goes a bit high.
Well, you know, that ball was hit slightly behind Montegudo. You got to give her credit for adjusting and making contact. But I told you, Alyssa excels at crossing the ball with her right foot. I'm impressed with their box organization.
We've had an exciting one so far here at University of South Florida. The Class 3A State Girls Soccer Championship on the FHSAA network. Alex Margulies joined alongside Teresa Patterson.
Oh, here's something that you haven't seen. The forwards for Plantation, now I see a more concerted effort to put Ponte Vedra defenders under duress, so to speak. So Coach Marcial has also decided to high pressure.
Brooke Sharp knocked that one out of bounds.
You know, that's a smart move by Coach Marcial because her team has the depth. And I can see maybe not committing to high pressure in the first half, but they made the shift. Especially since they don't want the win. They don't want Ponte Vedra, they don't have the win. They don't want Ponte Vedra to have the time and space to serve that long ball.
Michaela Kopecki back towards the middle. Here's Martha Thomas. Montegudo keeping possession. Very good ball work there.
Yeah, one touch too many, but so technical.
Heritage with their entire attack in the Sharks territory. Kiana Clark getting it back towards Montegudo. It's cleared away. Let's see if the Sharks can counter. Here's Bailey Dotsikis. Gets it across midfield, and she's tangled up.
Too many touches in the middle third. No team will have success in that congested area of the field if they hold on to the ball that long. I know Coach Silverberg would like to see less touches in that third.
Alyssa Robertson trying to keep possession for the Patriots. Gets it out towards Raff. Inside to Johnson. Johnson tangled up. Still trying to keep it alive. Boy, is she fighting hard, and now she's taken down.
Oh, yeah. I wonder how many times they've gotten a penalty kick from her ability to hold the ball in the 18. You know, her physical presence is unequaled on this field, and she was very disciplined when she received that ball to stay in the 18, trying to draw a foul.
Well, they will stop play now. Very close to getting herself a penalty kick there.
Yeah. Well, it's good coaching. She's aware of, it's field presence and awareness.
Boy, Johnson has been outstanding in keeping possession. I mean, even with two defenders on her, she's so strong, able to keep the ball.
I know, and as she develops as a player, she's going to know when it's the right time to do it. In the middle third, when you're receiving the first pass, when your team's attacking, it's not a great time to take a ton of touches. But when you're in the box, it's a better time. You'll draw a foul or get a shot off. See here, she should be a distributor. And she is.
Johnson gets it outside. Alyssa Robinson tries to cross. It goes off the shoulder of Ashley Boyd.
Another valuable corner kick. Let's see if they can convert.
It is worth noting Haley Stramanos is still on the sideline. She had taken most of these corners today. Instead, it'll be Michaela Kopecki. Two extra defenders in the nets for the Sharks. And once again, it's Allerton who comes out ahead.
Well, you're starting to see Ponte Vedra's height advantage, even on their defensive corner kicks. I wonder if Coach Marcial will try another short corner or a driven ball, since Ponte Vedra seems to have the height advantage today.
Strong kick by Allerton out towards midfield. Patriots trying to get it back towards their end.
And it's a hydration break. I never get used to that.
About 17 and a half minutes left in the second half of play in the FHSAA Class 3A State Girls Soccer Championship. Teresa, boy, it has been a fun one so far. The Sharks and the Patriots, both teams have had their opportunities here in the second half. What do you think the key is here for the final 15 minutes or so, and who do you think is going to break through?
Well, Plantation has had the run of play, and if they continue to play quickly, keep their attacking shape, and keep the ball and penetrate on the flanks like they have been, I really like their chances. If you combine that with the fact that Hannah Allerton, although she's a very talented goalkeeper, is kind of waiting on balls that are being served in, I predict that they can score in a crossing situation.
Ponte Vedra, the Sharks, came in 21 3-1, 4-4. The road to the state championship game came with the defeat of Eustis, another Jacksonville foe, 3-1 in the semis, and they also defeated Pensacola 5-1 in the regional final. On the flip side, the American Heritage Patriots, 31-1. Outstanding season for them under Cindy Marcial. They defeated Osceola 6-0 in the semis, and they defeated Merritt Island 4-1 in the regionals.
That says a lot. I know that Merritt Island team very well, and actually my Steinbrenner team played them in the final last year. A ton of speed, and I know they had a lot of returning players from last year's team. So it says a lot for their ability.
In case you're just joining us live now, it is a 1-1 score. There's a look at Cindy Marcial. Took over around Christmas break. She was an assistant on the team, and reading some of the reports and stuff, they actually wanted to have her become the head coach maybe next year.
Right, an heir apparent, so to speak. Yeah, well, you know, with somebody with that soccer knowledge, I can see why they want to turn the reins over once she understood the administrative side of things. And gosh, it looks like the right decision.
So she's looking for her first state championship. American Heritage has 6 in their history. They're 6-2 in the state final, winning in 2009 and 2010. And then Dave Silverberg on the opposite side for the Sharks. His 4th year at Ponte Vedra. They won the 2009 4A championship. And like we mentioned in the first half, he also won 4 titles with Nice from 2002 to 2008.
Yeah, Ponte Vedra is a relatively new high school, and they've had tremendous athletic success since it's opened. That's probably why Silverberg decided to switch from Nice to this newer school with just new opportunities and challenges.
Sharks committing a lot of people towards the offensive end now. They'll retreat as Montegudo pokes it out.
Oh, now we see Montegudo on the right side. I think that she was on the left side earlier this game.
Haley Stromanos is back in. You see her there on the near side of the screen. There's Montegudo right near the sideline, and Stromanos.
And they moved Janelle Johnson over to the left. As Stromanos comes back into the game.
Allerton scooped it up with 16.5 minutes to go here in the second half of play. Michaela Kopecki intercepted by the Sharks. Here's Maggie Glynn.
Boy, the wind is really becoming a factor. It's hampering Ponte Vedra's ability to get the ball on the attacking side of their field. See how it hangs up in the air?
Extremely windy here in Tampa today. Also very chilly. It's about 50 degrees.
I wish I would have predicted this weather.
With the wind, though, it feels much colder.
Yeah.
Montegudo sends it down the sideline for Stromanos. And it's just going to be knocked away by Erica Burt. Well, actually, Burt.
And she let it ride, I think.
So his last touched by American Heritage. It'll be a kick here for Burt. Burt's been taking these all day today for the goalkeeper, Hannah Allerton. She really has some power on her stroke. Kicks it into the wind. And it's headed out towards midfield. Kiana Clark gets it outside. Kopecki. Down to Johnson.
You know, I think it's an interesting sub that Coach Marcial made when she brought back Stromanos as a target forward, and she shifted Janelle Johnson to the left. They really lost some speed. They have 2 target forwards that feel comfortable with balls to their feet, and as a coach, I like to keep some speed in towards the end of the game when I know the other team's a bit tired. So she probably knows something about her players that I don't. I just think it's interesting that you see 19 out on the left flank when she excels holding the ball in the middle of the field.
Sharks trying to put something together here late in the second half. Again, the Ponte Vedra Sharks in white with the teal lettering.
Oh, they handled that pressure very well. This is a good possession series for Ponte Vedra.
Maggie Glynn trying to center.
Again, playing for corners. You see that, attacking the end line?
Kiana Clark right there to knock it away.
Oh.
And a quick substitution here for Ponte Vedra. Checking back in is Femke Lang.
See, again, well coached throw in to the ground so they can play for a corner kick off that throw in. I mean, that's scripted. That doesn't happen by chance. Coach Silverberg definitely takes advantage of every restart, and that includes throw-ins. That actually resulted in a foul, though. So it's going to be an indirect kick.
Maggie Glynn on the kick here. Nice center, and it goes just too wide. Again, that wind's aiding that one. American Heritage scoring first in this game. 15 minutes in, Alyssa Robinson with the header, her 15th goal of the season. And then with 8 minutes left in the first half, on a set piece, it was Erica Burt with her 7th goal of the season, the senior, with the equalizer. It has been 1-1 ever since.
I love the fact that Julia Kingsley takes her own goal kicks. You know, one of the advantages when a goalkeeper does that is that it puts the offsides line higher because you don't have a defender back with you.
Brooke Sharp with the center, and a nice job there by Kingsley.
You know, she made that look easy. Her negative footwork was flawless, that open step and going to the back post. You can tell that she has some good training.
It was a good effort, too, by Sharp. American Heritage with the possession now. Throw in is headed right back out by Maggie Glynn. Brianna Raff, the junior defender, will throw in here. Number 22 on the near side. Sharks trying to clear. Alyssa Robertson able to take it away.
Well, Coach Marcial and I must be on the same page because she took out the target forward, number 19, Janelle Johnson, for some more speed on the flanks. So it's interesting I made that point and so was made.
What do you think of her debut here in a state final?
Oh, her soccer knowledge. She has a ton of soccer knowledge, and she's a good coach. Plantation is lucky to have her.
Here's Raff trying to keep it alive. Robinson will chase it down. Defender is down for the Sharks. Ashley Boyd gets up, and the ball goes right to her, and she'll just kick it out of bounds.
You know, I'd like to see Plantation's forwards be a little more connected defensively. That would have been a good opportunity to double team the defender. She was facing her own end line, and Alyssa does a great job of pressuring her. And if we could just see that central forward, Stromnos, come over, she might be able to strip the ball and score a goal.
Martha Thomas and Alyssa Robinson, 1-2 touch pass towards the middle.
Great
Stromnos!
ball.
What a save again.
Well, you know, that's a ball some goalkeepers might deal with the cross, but she shows her quick reflections or reactions and was able to deal with that. She made it look easy. Allerton's pretty talented.
Both goalkeepers really have been challenged, especially here in the second half. Heritage trying to push it once again. They get across. Stromnos gets it taken away, though. There's Burt, and Burt will boot it away. Again, Erica Burt. She'll be attending USF. She'll be playing right here at Corbett Stadium.
It's hard to believe next year she'll be playing against Notre Dame on this field.
Had a chance to talk about some of your high school experience, but you were also a college coach for some time as well.
That was my career, yeah, for over a decade. I was last an assistant at the University of Alabama, and before that I was a head coach at Marshall. I'm real proud that I started the program there. So, but that was a lifestyle more than a career, and now I'm back to my home area, and I have a better balance of family and work, so to speak.
Certainly went out on top, though, last year, the 2011 4A championship. You took Steinbrenner to the title, and it was quite the accomplishment, being that it was only the second year for Steinbrenner as a school.
Yeah, and the first year that we had seniors, and it was a script because 2 seniors scored in the final. We went into overtime, and it was on a crazy flip throw-in, and you've never seen a goal like that. I felt that the big guy, the boss, you know, he passed away that year. I felt he was looking down upon us and helping to will it in, but so, it was amazing.
How is the affiliation with Steinbrenner then? How did the name come about? Was there a donation? I mean, how is it named Steinbrenner?
It's not a donation to our school in particular, but George Steinbrenner and his foundation has given so much to Hillsborough County and Hillsborough County schools. They have a coaches foundation. It supports coaches and youth sports fields and facilities. And so when the district decided it was time to find names for the new high schools in our area, his was one of the first that was thought of.
George Steinbrenner, of course, the longtime owner of the New York Yankees, and they have their spring training site here in Tampa at Steinbrenner Field. They also have a minor league team that plays here in Tampa called the Tampa Yankees.
Yeah, and we had a chance to be announced as state champions at a New York Yankees spring training game. But the best part is we went to the dugout club and met Hank and Hal and even Cameron Diaz. She was there to support A-Rod, so my players got a kick out of that.
After an injury, we're back in action now. Inside 10 minutes left to play in this Class 3A final. Still 1-1.
Oh, this could be dangerous. Too many touches to let the counterattack materialize.
Chance here for Dotsikas, and it's cleared away by Heritage. Nice job on the defensive end by Brianna Rapp.
Yeah, she had 2 attackers right there. I mean, you'd like them to maintain possession, but under that duress, to clear it out of bounds is something to talk about for sure.
Brooke Sharp tried to set up her teammate, but it goes out of bounds. Something we touched on as well at halftime is really Ponte Vedra has had a couple counterattack chances, just a few things here and there that really could have made a big difference for them.
Yeah, for Ponte Vedra, they have to have purposeful touches. I really feel that American Heritage has such speed that if Ponte Vedra wants to counterattack, it has to occur within 4 touches. That could be 1 player with 4 touches, 3 players with 1, and 1 with 2, you know, but it has to happen quick because the speed of American Heritage allows them to get back and recover defensively.
Goal kick from Julia Klingsley is headed back towards the sideline. It'll roll out where Brianna Roth will throw it in.
I'm surprised at how much time each team is taking with throw-ins. It's almost as if they'd be comfortable with overtime. But of the 2 teams, I think overtime would favor American Heritage because of their supreme depth.
Substitution coming in now for American Heritage. Looks like Melanie Montegudo coming back in after a short break. Coming out is Julia Jaffe. That's a big key. We've talked a bit about Montegudo, the freshman. Very athletic midfielder.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Marcial is really putting her most dangerous players out there, hoping that we won't extend the game to overtime. Oh, that's a good quick restart, a good tactical adjustment. I just said it. I was surprised at how slow the game was progressing. And look, they caught him off guard.
Some nice touch passes here. Alyssa Robinson to the middle. Oh, what an opportunity missed.
What great combination play to set it up. I know that Taylor Coley would love to have that opportunity again. It was almost like it was too wide open. You know, she thought too much about it. She should make her swing, so to speak, a little more compact in that situation. But great combination play on this right side to set that up.
Another chance here for Heritage. Cleared out. Some space and a shot. Oh, another outstanding job in the net by Allerton.
Yeah, that would have been a goal. That's a game changer, a game saver, actually. Allerton came up big. That's not an easy ball for any female goalkeeper to deal with, and it was hit with a lot of pace by Watson.
American Heritage
Let's see if they adjust and have a driven ball.
There's Allerton in the nets. A couple other defenders trying to help her out.
See, they just don't have the height advantage.
Heritage keeping it alive. And possession is given to the Sharks.
I have to be honest, I do not know what that call was.
It was a little over my head as well.
I missed it. There was no handball. I mean, unless Alyssa played the ball down with her hand, and I couldn't see it from this angle.
Another booming kick by Burtz. Let's see if the Sharks can do something.
This could be dangerous.
Here's Brooke Sharp, and she is really tackled. And I'm surprised they did not stop play there.
I am too, but I guess the referee saw that it's kind of an advantage in punt versus kick. Not much of a difference.
Here's Katie Crolius.
It's hard to counter the speed that Plantation has. I think the best shot Ponte Vedra has is to beat them by combination play, by using their technical ability to get behind. Because if they're just going to go and race them, I like the Patriots' odds.
Inside the final 5 minutes, still tied 1-1. This is the Class 3A state title game. We'll also have the 4A and 5A here this afternoon in Tampa. 4A will be Cape Coral, Ida Baker, taking on George Jenkins. Jenkins, the number 3 rated team in the country, according to ESPN. Based on those same rankings, this American Heritage Club, number 7 in the country. So really a nice job by Ponte Vedra to even keep this a tight game. I think a lot of people would have favored Plantation coming in.
Yeah, if there were odds being placed, you know, if people were to bet on it, I think the odds would have been in the Patriots' favor. But I know Silverberg has to be so proud of how organized they've been defensively. Ponte Vedra is really, really stuck to their game plan. And look here, they have a chance.
Trying to get the counter. Good defensive stop there by Brianna Raff.
I would love to see Brooke be able to play a negative ball there to a midfielder instead of turning and trying to play a forward in. That will allow the midfielders and forwards to link up and for Ponte Vedra to attack as a group.
Alyssa Robinson with the throw in. Here's Haley Stromanos. And it goes the other way. Throw in goes right to Robinson. Centered out towards the middle of the field, and now the Sharks with the possession. 3 minutes left. Chance to counter.
Even that time when Brooke Sharp received the ball, she looked to turn and serve it, and that was in her middle third. I think they're going to get their best chance when Brooke plays a midfielder and links up with her midfield instead of looking to find another forward on the attack. Oh, that's a good idea by Martha.
Taylor Holy. Robinson is caught off sides. Oh, what an opportunity that was missed.
The fans do not agree with that call, do they?
Very close.
Well, I guess half the fans agree with that.
Good representation from both sides, like you said earlier. Both schools driving quite a distance to come here and well represented. Erica Burtz. Another outstanding kick. Goes deep into Heritage territory. Let's see if the Sharks can put something together. Here's Brooke Sharp chasing it out of bounds. And it goes towards Raff, who quickly gets it in.
Go get it!
Oh. See, again, too many touches in that middle third causes problems and gives opportunities for potential counterattacks. But looks like there's a foul called here on Erica Burt.
So Heritage will have a set piece here. Jasmine Watson, the senior, will kick it. Just outside of a minute left here in the state title game, 1-1. We'll see if one of these teams can take this before overtime. Watson's kick goes right to the Sharks. They might have a chance to counter here. Mackenzie Ryan kicks that one away. It goes out of bounds. Nice throw in from Raff. Alyssa Robinson. Back to the Sharks.
Looks like the Sharks got a little life back into them.
Here's Brooke Sharp. It's a foot race. And no surprise to see Kiana Clark win that battle. She is a real speedster on the defensive end.
But here's a throw-in in the attacking third. You know how good Ponte Vedra is? Oh, yes. Did they call the foul? No. Now, did you see that? That's how well coached they are. There is Erica Burt. Some people might say that's a bit of a dive. She had some contact outside the box, and she was Ponte Vedra was playing for a free kick there. You know, I'm not the judge. The official seems to agree with that statement that maybe she took a bit of a fall.
Well, that is the end of regulation. 1-1 American Heritage Plantation in Ponte Vedra. We'll go to overtime here in the FHSAA Class 3A State Girls Soccer Championship. We'll take a quick break on the FHSAA Network.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the FHSAA network, go to fhsaasports.com/SBP.
We are getting set for the start of the first overtime here in the Class 3A State Girls Soccer Championship between the Ponte Vedra Sharks and the American Heritage Plantation Patriots. It is a 10-minute overtime period. It is a golden goal, so whoever scores first will win the state championship. If we have to go to a second round, that will also be 10 minutes, and anything after that, we'll go to goal kicks, 5 goal kicks for each side, and who knows how far that will go, but we'll start with this first 10-minute period.
Oh, I love this. I love overtime. You know, it doesn't matter how many consecutive passes that your team has had throughout the game, the possession of the game. You know, it's just one goal that will determine who will be the champion, who gets to order the rings and hold that trophy. It's golden victory, and I can't wait to see the result.
Early opportunity for Alyssa Robinson, and it's knocked away.
First corner of the overtime. I wonder if they make an adjustment. Have I said that yet? They haven't won a single offensive corner kick in the air. I'd like to see a short or a driven ball. Let's see if they make an adjustment.
Well, Cindy Marcial even said that it's really not the strength of her team is these corner kicks.
Let's go, Erica!
Haley Stramanos unloads. And it is batted away by the Sharks defense.
You know what they're good at, Alex, though? They win that ball that comes out, and they're really organized, and they end up getting some dangerous opportunities, not off the corner kick directly, but play that comes after. So maybe that might be their strategy.
Sharks trying to counter here. Kiana Clark on the defensive end gets it out. Julia Jaffe. Here's Brianna Ruff. Now Jamila Conger. Back to Clark. Centers it for Stramanos. Looking for Montegudo.
This could be dangerous.
Good.
That's good combination play between Stramanos and Montegudo. I predict that if there's a goal by Heritage, it comes from this side.
Good D, Femke!
American Heritage had their first goal 15 minutes into the first half. Alyssa Robinson with a header. With 8 minutes left in the first half, it was Erica Burtz with the equalizer. Nothing in the second half for these two teams, but lots of opportunities. Good play by the goalkeepers, Hannah Allerton for the Sharks and Julia Klingsley.
Yeah, it's rare you see such two goalkeepers with such talent on the same field, but I guess that explains why both of them are in the championship game.
It is worth noting that Klingsley, who only played in the second half, is staying in for this first overtime period in favor of Christina Garwacki.
Well, she proved her worth with her, here's it.
Alyssa Robinson, batted away by Allerton.
It could still be dangerous.
Still a chance, and it's out of trouble.
Well, Allerton did well to come off her line and make the goal small, and her teammates organized behind her.
No call there by the referees, and the Sharks with a chance to push. Patriots get it right back. Stramanos, now Montegudo with some space. Looking to center. And it's stolen away and kicked out of bounds. Nice defense there by number 8, Jess Haggerty.
Again, Ponte Vedra is defending in numbers. You always see support coming over. It's just great coaching on the part of Dave Silverberg.
Got dig deep, boy!
Melissa Coran with the throw in. Montegudo heads it, and now it's kicked out of bounds. Again, Jess Haggerty.
You gotta want it, White!
6 minutes left in the first overtime period. Throw in by Montegudo. And it's booted away by Burtz. Out of bounds near midfield.
Come on, Bailey, dig deep, baby!
Melissa Coran with the throw in.
Go, 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 go!
Montegudo loses it. Sharks trying to get it out of their territory. Brooke Sharp fighting at midfield with Clark, and she's tripped up. No call again. Sharks with a chance here. Good defense by Plantation. And they'll push it back towards the offensive end.
You know, Plantation's at their best when they don't string consecutive passes on one lateral half of the field, and that time they did. You saw 4 or 5 passes on the side closest to the camera, and I think that's why Ponte Vedra was successful in stealing the ball.
Martha Thomas kicks it towards the corner. Bird tries to clear it, goes off of Robinson, and it'll be a goal kick.
Let's dig deep, White!
Well, Coach Marcial is keeping her speed in the game. You see number 15, Alyssa Robinson, and Montegudo still as the outside forwards in her lineup. So I guess she decided for speed over the ability to hold the ball.
Halfway through the first overtime period. Under 5 minutes left. There will be 2 overtimes possibly. Whoever scores first, though, will win. This is sudden death. Heritage putting something together, and it's broken up by the Sharks. Montegudo still fighting for it, and it's cleared away by Femke Lang.
You know, a name I haven't said much very often today for the Patriots is Jamila Connor. She's done a really good job, kind of unsung, of stopping counterattacks there in that central holding position and playing simply. I just kind of want to give her props, so to speak, for being a player her team can count on.
Here's Montegudo.
Oh, that's
Centers
a good
it.
ball. Way to switch the point of attack there.
Thomas fighting for possession, and the Sharks will take it. Brooke Sharp with the chase. Patriots able to keep possession, though, and push it back towards the offensive end. Wait a minute, stolen by the Sharks.
See, now their midfield's connecting a bit more with their forwards, so Ponte Vedra is having success.
Katie Crolius for the Sharks, chasing that one on the far end of the field. A little over 3 minutes left in the first overtime period. If we do go to double overtime, the only thing that will happen is the teams will switch sides. There will be no break really, though, for the second 10 minutes if we get that far.
Yeah, if we do.
Big if.
Yeah.
3 minutes is plenty of time for either team here. Heritage has really had possession for the majority of this overtime period, though.
I thought it was interesting that the game clock on the field kept running there as the official. I thought he signaled for time to stop.
Centered toward the middle for Stramanos. Sharks trying to clear it, and Stramanos is taken down. They'll let play continue as it's cleared out by Femke Lang.
If I'm Heritage's coach, I would have told them going into this to speed the game up, quick restarts, anything you could do to get the ball in bounds quickly, because they have the depth and the speed. So this is the time where you try to make things go faster to take advantage of your depth.
Just outside 2 minutes left in this first overtime period.
Right through her!
Patriots really not allowing much for the Sharks on the offensive end. We'll see if they can get something going here in the final couple of minutes.
Yeah, let's work it!
Bailey Dotsikis sends it down for Sharp. Sharks pushing it further down.
Oh, wow. You don't often see players with that much confidence to turn a ball under duress by their end line. But the Patriots, Brianna Reff certainly did that. And now our team has possession. Well done.
Patriots looking for a quick counter.
Oh, yeah. And here comes Robinson with her speed. Let's see if she'll take her on. No, she looks for... Oh.
Robinson still driving down. Slides. They'll keep possession going.
This ball might stay in. Ponte Vedra might have a chance. Now see what's happening is Ponte Vedra wins the ball, but their defenders are staying back. They're not attacking as a team, and it's giving so much space to American Heritage once they receive the ball to attack. If I'm Silverberg, I would really try to inspire my players to attack as a group.
Robinson trying to cross, and it's knocked away, and it'll go out of bounds.
It appears it's a corner kick.
Big spot here. 30 seconds left in the first overtime period. Could be the final opportunity. Actually, will just be a throw-in.
Yeah. Offsides. That was a call there. On throw-ins, there's no offsides. So you can throw the ball in and everybody's fair game. But once it connects with a player, that pass to anyone can be considered. And that's pretty frequent when you see the thrower walking onto the field to receive the ball again. The defenders, if they're coached well, will step up and catch them.
So they'll let time run out. The first overtime period is in the books. We are still tied 1-1, double OT. Coming up next, which team will break first in the FHSAA Class 3A State Girls Soccer Championship? It has been a fun one to watch so far on the FHSAA Network. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the FHSAA network, go to FHSAAsports.com/SBP.
Getting ready for the starts of double overtime. What a classic game this is really developing into. In the 2012 Class 3A state title game between the American Heritage Patriots and the Ponte Vedra Sharks. I'm Alex Margulies, joined alongside Teresa Patterson. Teresa, you were in a pretty similar situation last year with your club, Steinbrenner. When you guys won the 4A title, it was won in overtime.
Yeah, it was won in overtime. It's gut check time, and your players have to find another gear. I was in a similar situation as Ponte Vedra in that I didn't have a ton of depth, and the players, you got to give the Sharks credit. You know, they haven't made a ton of subs today. These players have been playing for now 90 minutes, and it's going to extend another 10. This is where you kind of separate people who have huge courage and fitness and depth.
I guess one analogy, you say you separate the men from the boys. Now you're separating the women from the girls, right?
Yeah, you know, I stopped myself from saying that, and I got stuck there, but yeah.
So this will be the final 10 minutes of play. If we don't see a goal here in this 10 minutes, we will go to penalty kicks.
Well, you see Coach Marcial put Janelle Johnson back in the game, number 19. You know, she's had a ton of ability, a ton of looks at goal. It's the first time all game that I've seen Johnson along with Montegudo, number 8, along with Stramanos, along with Robinson. So all of their dangerous attacking players are on the field.
In case you're just joining us, Ponte Vedra in white and teal. The Sharks from just outside of Jacksonville looking for their second title in 3 seasons. American Heritage in black and gold. They've won 6 state titles in their school's history, including 2009 and 2010. Dave Silverberg, 5 state titles in his career, including 1 with the Sharks. And Cindy Marcial making her state title debut as a head coach.
Her first season and her first state title match. We're going to see another first-year coach later today with Jenkins, and her team is 3rd in the nation in her first year and poised to, you know, compete for a state championship. I heard the FSU coach say, "What do you do if that's your first year? You know, you have nowhere to go but down." That's a lot of pressure.
Janelle Johnson gets it out to Alyssa Robinson. Crosses towards the middle. Back to Johnson.
That's a great ball.
Robinson with a chance. Crosses towards the middle, and they're going to call her offside.
You know, there's a rule in soccer. As a coach, I always tell players, the only bad offsides is one when you're standing. And Robinson ran forward. The ball wasn't played early, and she stood and waited. And it's you'd like to see a little bit more discipline in the timing of runs by her. But a great ball played in by her teammate.
That was one of the best opportunities they've had all game. Talk about the job of Hannah Allerton here today, Teresa. I mean, she has just been so stout in the goal today for the Sharks.
She's been a difference maker. She's had to handle a lot more dangerous situations than Kingsley. You can tell as a senior her experience has paid off, and that's a big reason why they're here today.
We talked about the conservative play of the Sharks. I mean, they really had a chance to push it forward there, instead deciding to be more conservative.
You know, that might be fatigue. They haven't had a lot of subs, and maybe that's why they're not attacking as a group.
Here we go, White.
Possession was kept almost entirely by Heritage in the first overtime period. We'll see if the Sharks can turn things around here in double OT. Here's Brooke Sharp trying to keep the possession alive. Dumps it off. Now back to Sharp.
That's on. That's on.
Chance here, and coming out and meeting that one was Julia Klingsley.
Yeah, it's a good thing Julia Klingsley didn't raise her hand and say it was offsides too, because that's what Plantation defenders did. They stood and expected to make the call. That could have been dangerous. You got to wait for the whistle. You are not, as a defender, you don't make that offsides call. Or not wait for the whistle, play until the whistle.
Heritage pushing it on the offensive end now. Johnson is tripped up in front of the box. No penalty there, though. Looked like she tripped on herself. Clark gets it back over towards her offensive players. Intercepted by the Sharks.
Oh, that's well read. Oh.
And a whiff there. The Sharks now pushing it down the sideline.
Yeah, ref read it well. She just,
Brooke Sharp is blatantly tripped up there, and they're going to have to call that one. They're going to give a set piece here to Ponte Vedra. And Teresa, this is really where they thrive, is in these situations.
You know, it's like Brooke knows what her team's strengths are, so she gets herself in situations where she will be fouled. It's almost like it's part of her arsenal, her tools, so to speak. So this is an exciting opportunity for the Sharks.
Erica Burt scored the only goal today for Ponte Vedra with 8 minutes left in the first half in a very similar situation. Burt with a great kick, and it goes wide of the nets. The wind has been such a battle here today on both sides of the field, really whipping around here at Corbett Stadium on the campus of USF.
Well, Kingsley had a different starting possession than Garwacki. And in the first half of the game, Garwacki was about 3 yards off her line, and that's why Erica Burke decided to take the direct shot. This time, I don't know if that was the wisest decision because Kingsley was staying on her line, but boy, is she a force to be reckoned with any restart.
Just under 6 minutes left here in the second overtime period. Sharks take it at midfield. Now Heritage trying to push it. Johnson.
See, American Heritage is getting away from what they do best. They're trying to push everything forward and they're losing the ball. I think they need to settle down and continue to pass. Don't get away or stray from what they're good at. That's how they'll find success here.
A lot of battles at the midfield right now on both sides. Heritage with possession across midfield. Trying to get the ball to Montegudo.
Oh,
Montegudo.
Oh, what a save. What a
save.
save.
By Allerton. Boy, has she been outstanding
You know,
today.
that's where she excels, coming off her line, hands first. She's real quick and has good technique. I don't even think that Montegudo knew she was coming when she received the ball. That's just well played.
Sharks trying to push it the other way. Looking for a chance. And the Patriots will just get it out.
Let's see what Ponte Vedra does with this throw-in.
Very conservative, though. Not a lot of players down on the offensive end. Brooke Sharp tries to get it centered. Now back to her. And she's tripped up. Pop-up kick.
That could be dangerous.
Chance for Amy Dorson. Dorson.
Oh, wow. Ponte Vedra wants a handball there. They stopped play to call for it. Could have been the difference, and now here is a counterattack. Of course, that's stymied by Erica Burke. Man, she is do everything, be everything for Ponte Vedra.
These teams are letting it all hang out here. Double overtime in this state title game. Under 4 minutes left. Alyssa Robinson. And she kicks it right to Allerton. Easy play there for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, you start to see fatigue set in, and those shots from distance don't have the pace they did at the beginning of the game.
A big no call, though, in the box for the Sharks. They thought there was a handball. They were celebrating as if they had a chance to win it. Instead, play continues.
You know, you have to let the officials do their job, and you as players, it's not your job to throw your hands up and stop play. You know, that's why they get paid the big bucks. I think I said that before.
Very aggressive play here late.
You see who's on the ground again is Stromanos for Heritage. Oh, she got up.
Plantation trying to create an opportunity here inside 3 minutes.
It appears that both teams are playing for set pieces.
Boy, the referees are really letting just about anything now.
Well, both teams have so much savvy that they're holding the ball, trying to draw fouls in good parts of the field. It really shows the tactical knowledge that these kids have at such a young age. That's a priority as the game gets later. You're coached to do that.
What a start to our day here in the Florida High School Athletic Association Girls State Championships. This is the first game today. We've also got the 4A and 5A championships coming up. Double overtime between American Heritage and Ponte Vedra. We'll see if one of these teams can put one in the net in the final 2 minutes. Otherwise, we're going to penalty kicks. Sharks on possession now. American Heritage fighting. Montegudo on the far side looking for the ball, and she gets it. Montegudo is tripped up.
And she turns the defender, and that is a foul. She was definitely in a position that she could get behind if she wasn't tripped up. So let's see what Heritage does with this set piece. Again, they don't have the height factor and haven't had much success with connecting with those served balls. So let's see if they have something special that suits their strengths.
Sophomore Taylor Coley will kick. They'll put Haley Stromanos in the box instead of kicking.
That's a good
ball.
Opportunity,
and no one's able to connect as it goes out. Less than a minute left in the second overtime period.
That almost looked like Coley was trying to serve it herself, back post. You're starting to see some of Heritage's central players that haven't been subbed out a little fatigued. They're walking to get into position now.
Goal kick by Burt. Sharks trying to get something. Heritage, Johnson fighting for possession. Sharks won't let her have it. Now they're going the other way. 30 seconds left in double overtime. The Sharks driving down.
That's offsides.
Batted away.
Ponte Vedra has a second wind here. Look at them, just like the end of the last period.
Here's Sharp.
And look
Sends
at,
it
we have
down
pressure.
the far side. And Klingsley goes out and takes possession. And that is how play will end in regulation. Double overtime is over. We are going to penalty kicks in the Class 3A state title game. Each team will have 5 players that will kick at the very least. We'll see if we go further than that. For now, we'll take a very quick break. You are watching the Class 3A state championship game on the FHSAA network.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the FHSAA network, go to FHSAAsports.com/SBP.
Totally are. Welcome back to the FHSAA Network. This is what the Class 3A state final will come down to: penalty kicks, as the American Heritage Plantation Patriots and the Ponte Vedra Sharks will go at it. Teresa, give us a breakdown of how the penalty kicks will work and maybe a little bit of strategy, if you will.
Well, there's 5 kickers that are selected. Right now, the coaches have submitted their orders to the officials, the order of the shooters. There's 5 shooters per team, and then after that, it's 1 per 1. So you'll have like the 6th. You'll have the 6th shooter for Ponte Vedra versus the 6th shooter for American Heritage, if it gets that far. But, you know, I think if you ask either coach, they would have liked to seen this game determined any other way besides penalty kicks. It's so tough for the coaches. Now, on a goalkeeper standpoint, there's different strategies that I can talk about later, but you're going to see if they decide to guess. So if you see Hannah Atherton, is she going to guess or is she going to stand in her line and react? Some coaches coach goalkeepers to stay on their line and just be responsible for the middle third of the goal and not react to the shooter and guess. So it'll be interesting to see. You'll be able to see clearly what type of coaching both these goalkeepers have had by how they react to these shots.
American Heritage is going to select Julia Klingsley to stay in for penalty kicks. Remember, Christina Garwicki started this game behind the net, or in front of the net, excuse me.
Well, I think that Kingsley would have been starting had she not had that medical issue that kept her off the field. You see the officials explaining to each team how they should conduct themselves during this period of the contest. And the order is pre-submitted, so the shooters have to stay in that same order.
So it'll all come down to this: the Sharks and the Patriots in penalty kicks.
It looks like Ponte Vedra will be shooting first. You see Julia, you see both of the team's 5 shooters in the center circle, and Ponte Vedra sends out Erica Burt.
Burt, the senior, with the only goal today for the Sharks, with 8 minutes left in the first half on a set piece. An outstanding goal towards this side of the field. This is the side she put her goal in. You know, so it's Burt against Klingsley.
The first shooter is such a clutch position. It kind of sets the mentality for the rest of the team.
And Burt puts it in. Well, past the diving arm of Klingsley.
You know, Klingsley timed that well. She reacted. She didn't guess. But like I was saying before, the number one shooter really sets a mentality for the group. And as a coach, you kind of ask for volunteers, see who has that mental courage that wants to put the potential game on the line. And of those people who volunteer and are willing to, you put your clutch performer first, so you can kind of set the stage and the right mentality for your group.
Here's Haley Stramanos, committed to Florida Atlantic University, 33 goals this year. She faces off against Hannah Allerton. Stramanos goes wide. It's wide right. And Ponte Vedra has the early 1-0 advantage in penalty kicks.
This is such a tough way to have your last game of your senior year decided. Now Ponte Vedra has the lead 1-0. Now Brooke Sharp, a junior with 28 goals this year, enters to face off against Kingsley. Sharp, and she puts it in. That's another great finish, low into the goalkeeper's right. Thing I like about Brooks PK is that she took very few steps to approach the ball. Didn't give the goalkeeper much to read, so to speak, to know or predict where the ball was going to go.
A lot of pressure here for Taylor Coley, the sophomore. 7 goals this year, facing off against Hannah Allerton. Coley, she misses wide right.
Now, wait a minute, this might not be counted because the goalkeeper for Ponte Vedra, I thought maybe moved. But no, they did count it. So it's 2-0 Ponte Vedra. Allerton's a guesser. That's what we saw right there. She guessed and guessed the wrong way. She's lucky that Coley missed it.
Here's Bailey Dotzakis. Dotzakis puts it in.
Wow, I'm not surprised Ponte Vedra is money with their PKs. All their set pieces have been so well executed. You know, Silverberg has these kids staying after practice, practicing these PKs. They just seem like such a disciplined team.
A 3-0 advantage so far for the Sharks.
And you see Robinson is approaching the ball. The camera didn't catch it, but she actually kissed her fingers and pointed up to God.
Here's Alyssa Robinson. She scored the only goal today for American Heritage. Robinson.
Oh, and she scores, but gosh.
What a great goal.
Yeah, Allerton almost had it.
So Heritage staying alive. It's now 3-1. Both teams have had 3 shooters. At the end of regulation, it was 1-1. A 3-1 advantage so far for Ponte Vedra in penalty kicks. The Sharks get another goal.
Yes.
And that's it.
Whoa.
4-1. They lead. And that's going to be all they'll need.
That should be. There you go. Here's that celebration that they've waited for. They've worked all season for. Ponte Vedra back to the state title game, winning a championship. Look at these ladies celebrating.
The Ponte Vedra Sharks are your Class 3A state champions.
Wow, that is a happy group of young ladies.
What an effort from Dave Silverberg's club.
You know, I say American Heritage had the run of play, had possession, had such dangerous players, but it comes down to executing the little things when you're talking about championships. And Ponte Vedra, it was their day. It was their day. Every set piece situation, including PKs, they did execute. Well done. High soccer IQs by that group.
The Ponte Vedra Sharks win their 2nd ever state championship in girls soccer. And for Dave Silverberg, his 6th state title. What a career he has had so far in the state of Florida.
Yeah, he's just an amazing coach. And he'll continue to win. He has the talent and the ability.
What an exciting Class 3A state championship. We had to go through regulation. And through double overtime and in penalty kicks, the Ponte Vedra Sharks winning 4-1 in penalty kicks to knock off the American Heritage Plantation Patriots. Let's talk a little bit about the Patriots too, because it was such a good season for them. They only had one loss this entire year. First season for Cindy Marcille. Really played hard, but in the end could not get their third title in 4 years.
Well, you know, championship games are funny things, and they were just like one touch off, one timing-wise, as far as runs going in, just like one step too fast, being offsides or whatnot, and that was the difference. But they have so much to be proud of. A national ranking, they'll still be nationally ranked to end this season, and it's one heck of a coaching debut for Coach Marcial.
Look at the Sharks breaking it down on the field. Those girls could not be happier, and to me, really the player of the game, I have to go with Hannah Allerton. The job she did in the net, I mean, there were a few saves that she had that we talked about, I mean, clear game changers.
Yeah, you definitely have to give her the game ball, so to speak. Well, her and Burke. And how fitting is it that Burke had this happen on her future college soccer field?
Well, we will take a break here at the University of South Florida on the FHSAA network, where the Ponte Vedra Sharks are your 3A champions. Award ceremonies coming up next.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the FHSAA network, go to FHSAAsports.com/SBP.
ceremony right now, so that's good. That's no.
Hello, hello, hello.